Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. Just by way of introduction, my name is Martha Pobi. I'm the Ambassador and Permanent Representative of Ghana to the UN. And I welcome you warmly to the Ghana Mission and to this breakfast meeting on the subject of ending child marriage in Ghana and West Africa. Our objective is threefold: to tap into the global momentum to engage donors and partners for the effective implementation of the campaign that we've launched through the auspices of the Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection in Ghana, and also to serve as a platform for ECOWAS gender ministers and experts to discuss the development and adoption of an ECOWAS resolution on child early and forced marriages. To set the proper stage for our discussions, we will begin with a status report on the Ending Child Marriage campaign in Ghana and an overview of the prevalence of child marriage in West Africa. This will be done by the Honorable Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Honorable Nana Oyelitha, and I'm pleased to introduce her to you. She's in the hall with us.
A girl in the rural area in Ghana is more likely to get married, twice as likely to get married as a girl in the urban area. So it's 36% as against 19%. Our national prevalence rate for child marriage in Ghana is 27%, but it goes as high as 50% in the northern regions of Ghana. And these are the three poorest regions in Ghana. And so there are direct linkages between poverty and also child marriage and culture and tradition. What are some of the influencing factors, the drivers of child marriage in Ghana? Teenage pregnancy. So you get pregnant, you have to get married. There's also a fear, because there's a fear of stigmatization. She got pregnant and there's no man beside her. It's also to protect virginity and also to conform to norms, traditional norms and customary practices. I remember working in the central region of Ghana in certain communities where I was told that once you hit 18 or 17 and you don't get pregnant, then there's something wrong with you. So you have to get pregnant and then ultimately get married. Poverty is an issue because the girl is a burden, a financial burden, so has to be given away. What are some of the government actions to address child marriage? We have a comprehensive legal framework, the Children's Act of Ghana of 1998, where we have sections prohibiting child marriage. We have also criminalized child marriage, and we have sections in our criminal code. But because it has cultural and traditional dimensions, it's very difficult to even prosecute and convict, because you don't even get proper investigations, because the family members who will provide information are very reluctant to give up their own for investigations. What the government of Ghana under the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has done is to set up a child marriage coordinating unit. This was done in September 2014. And then we've also commissioned an advisory committee. What we've done with that is to include strategic stakeholders like our traditional leaders, because they can be the change makers for that. We launched our child marriage program in February this year, on the 10th of February. Very high profile. We had the President of Ghana launching, the First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, and also 7 other First Ladies from Africa were part of this launch. And also our Executive Director of UNFPA, His Excellency Babatunde, was also there. We've identified goodwill ambassadors. This was a very deliberate process, trying to identify high-profile, eminent personalities who are influential in Ghana to carry the message across to other Ghanaians that child marriage is wrong. We formed a network of media alliances, so we have some of them here. We also have the African Common Position, and we have a model, the SADC model on ending child marriage, which we can replicate within our socio-cultural and traditional context in West Africa. I believe that we all have a responsibility to stand up against child marriage and bring our ideas together as to how we can together address this problem and reduce the incidence of child marriage, not only in Ghana, not only in West Africa, not only in Africa, but across the world. We can take these steps together. Thank you for your attention.
Early child marriage leads to teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy leads to fistula. Fistula leads to discrimination, and that too is a form of violence as a human rights issue. I do agree with my colleague from Ghana that addressing the issue of early child marriage should be a regional approach because of migration. If Ghana decides to stop it, people will migrate to Liberia, they will migrate to Sierra Leone, they will migrate to Guinea. So if we look at it from a regional standpoint, I think we'll be able to tackle it in our own region and going forward. So we applaud the initiative. We have been working from the ECOWAS level with the technicians on stopping early child marriages in the region.
That it is really heartening to hear from our friends from Zambia and from Liberia and saying that this is an issue that has to be tackled regionally. We're looking to the leadership of such fantastic people in this room to take that forward, and it demonstrates from the summits that we held in London in 2014 how we've galvanized, how this has galvanized everyone to action. And I really do congratulate you on this morning's call for action to make sure that we don't just put laws in place, but we really work hard to implement them. And you, Minister from Liberia, we do have cultures and traditions, but you're right, those cultures and traditions have to be modified. And if I would just like to say very quickly, for us in UK, we want to partner strongly with all of you to end these practices that harm the rights of other human beings.
We narrow down to religion. If you look at religion, there is no religion that prevents the girl child from becoming what she is supposed to be. It is you, the parents, the community, the school, the teachers, all stakeholders, me and you, who caused that problem. We need to let them understand. My dear brothers, my dear sisters, ministers, all other countries, let us join hands. Let us see how best we will help the poor girls there. Let us make sure that our laws are implemented, and that will help us a lot. I thank you and God bless.
I think that was simply amazing. Honorable Nanoye, thank you very much, and welcome once again. We hope you keep doing this. We hope you keep coming and to have you with us. On that note, thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you soon.